This is my 2024 enclosed trailer. It's an 18 feet long, 8.5 feet wide. It's got the ramp door. I did a video just a few weeks ago about this, just kind of introduction. So I painted the walls. I just rolled this on, just 2 coats of white interior paint. I'm going to do an epoxy on the floor, and prep-wise, what I'm doing right now is I'm just taped off all the baseboards. So all the baseboards here, I'm going to bring the epoxy up to this baseboard level. So I want to make kind of a nice line there. So I've got that taped off, these D-rings taped off, got everything blown out, got anything scraped off that's kind of loose, or, you know, I had a little bit of paint splatter from these walls. I've sanded this aluminum strip down here. I'm going to paint that as part of the thing, just because it's going to be kind of hard to kind of go around that. I can't really take it off because the baseboard's over the top of it there. So that's going to be, now I'm doing the black epoxy on this. As part of the preparation as well, you could sand the floors depending on what condition your floors are in. Mine are new, so I'm not going to sand it, but you could do that. It's a Rustoleum rock solid. I used this on my last trailer and it worked out awesome. Last time I only used the 1-car kit. This is the 2-car kit, and I'm doing the black gloss. But I could have used more. I could have used more product last time. 1 kit barely covered everything, like in 1 coat. This time I have like a little bit more than double, and so I'm going to be able to do 1 coat, let it dry, do a 2nd coat, then I'll add the flakes down, and then I'm going to add a clear coat down with some anti-skid. I didn't do anti-skid last time, so this is going to really help. So this kit comes with 2 of these pouches. There's like a part A, part B. So it's like an A and a B. You roll it together, mix it up, and then you can just use it. So they come separately. So really I can do like, this will be 1 coat, that'll be a 2nd coat. You only have about 45 to 50 minutes pot life before this hardens and it's unusable. So you just gotta be quick doing it. So we're just trimming in the edges. My wife's doing like the baseboards and the edges, and then I'm using the roller. I just poured this out from the bag directly on the floor and then just tried to even it out as best I could. Again, I'm doing 2 coats, so I didn't need to be perfect this first coat, so just want to make sure it's nice, level, and even. As we started to get to the back of the trailer, we started to get towards the end of the pot life. We could tell it was getting a little bit sticky, so we had to work a little bit faster and just really get it rolled on so that it's usable here. All right, this is after the first coat. I didn't have enough to do this last part of the kind of the tail, the ramp entry here, but everywhere else is pretty well coated. I got it really thick in the nose, and so I think after I let this dry and I come back through, since there's already a coat on here, it's not going to take as much. This is the entry door on the side. There's a little step here. I didn't have enough to do right here either, so really need 2 coats. With this wood, this OSB wood, it just has a lot of imperfections in it, and it soaks this stuff up, so it's helpful to have. This is, again, 8.5 feet wide, 18 feet long, and then it's got the V-nose, so it's probably another 2 feet right there in the front. So on the 2nd coat, we're going to be laying down the epoxy flakes. And then when that dries, we're going to do the clear coat. So it's kind of a 3-part series, kind of a 3-layer system here. So here, just starting the 2nd coat of the black epoxy. It looks like just kind of regular paint. It doesn't look anything special here. But I think the black is going to look good because the trailer is black and white on the outside, so it kind of matches the theme of that. I'm just going to recoat this. I have a full another kit to do this, so I'll be able to put it on pretty generously. I'll put the flakes down, just spreading the flakes as I'm doing like 1 section at a time. After the flakes are done, I'll let it sit for another day and then put the clear coat with some anti-skid kind of thrown on top of that. All right, guys, so the trailer's all finished. It's actually been done for about a month now. I just want to give you kind of a results, how it kind of turned out, kind of my impressions of it here. This part here, I lift the gate up to have this dry, and it stuck right here, and then when I opened it up, it peeled that off. So I'm going to have to recoat that. Probably just some black paint. But other than that blemish, it turned out pretty good. I tried applying that sand anti-skid material after the fact. after I had all the clear down. I wasn't able to like spread it out evenly, I guess. So some areas like over here, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's like really glossy here. But then over here, there's kind of a textured look to that right there. You see that? This is where some of that anti-skid got. So I kind of got it through here and there, a little bit over here. And I got it really good on the ramp door, which is really where you need it, because this ramp door will be slippery with just the epoxy and the clear on it. So the ramp door has a nice anti-skid on it. Overall, I'm happy with how it turned out. I tried doing the epoxy up on these baseboards, and there was some of this white paint on some of the baseboards, and it didn't really cover that. So I may have to go back and paint the baseboards with just regular black paint. I guess I'll see how that kind of turns out, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. I like the flake choice. This it's like a white, gray, black, and blue. It was a little different flake than came with it. This is what I had in my garage, and I had some extras, so I like how this look. I like the blue look. Otherwise, if I would have just done the one that was included, it would have been just a gray, white, and black, and you really can't see the black. The black doesn't show up at all. Here's a good shot of the floor with the, you see how it has that anti-skid on there. It does show footprints, tread marks from the bikes, the razor, things like that show up really easily on this black floor. So it might be a little harder to keep clean. So maybe black wasn't the best choice. You can see there's like a tread mark right there from a dirt bike, you know. Overall, it turned out this is going to be good. It does look a lot better with the walls painted and the floor black like this. So I think it was a much improvement of the look of it. This will help with the longevity of the floor too. So here's just an overview, kind of a look. I have my razor in there. I've got 4 dirt bikes in the front of it. I don't know if you can see that. There's a big tire track right there over the gloss black. So the gloss black with the clear coat's going to attract a lot more tire prints, dirt. You're going to see that very easily. But you know, I think it cleans up easily too. Wet towel, spray it out very easily. Here I got my 4 bikes in front of the razor. So this size trailer is nice because I can accommodate my razor and dirt bikes in here for storage. Guys, so stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to be outfitting the trailer with lights, doing a battery system, a fuse block, things like that. I did that in my last trailer, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to leave your comment down below. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.